think of Africa and you're liable to think of charity and putting a few quid in the collection tin. But for one group of go-ahead girls, Oxfam and Comic Relief are just not good enough. And Amy, Danielle and Holly have amazingly taken matters into their own hands.
I'm Amy Lambert. I have unexpectedly bought an orphanage. As the words came out of my mouth, I'll just build you an orphanage. I then instantly thought, wait a minute, can I do this? And I can't. It is impossible. It's not impossible, I'm doing it.
But with her new teammates on board, Amy's dream is now a reality. And these 3 young women now own an orphanage and it's 156 children.
In my final year of my degree, at 24 years old, taking on 156 children, it is the hardest thing I've ever done, and I think I probably ever will do. The other 2 trustees, they're both 19 in their first year of university. They're coming out with me for their university break. And between the 3 of us, we're going to start renovating the rented house, make it livable, build a chicken run and play area in the garden, fix the roof, fix the bathrooms.
This is where I cooked. And there's a lot of kids here, so as you can see, it's not a big enough space.
It looks just really basic.
What is this? Yeah. Cabbage. Is it good?
And to be honest, the food completely varies from day to day. Like sometimes they can have a substantial amount, and other times like they can go for weeks where they just don't have enough food to even eat, because they completely run on like people giving them money and inputs from charities and things like that. And sometimes it just dries up.
In July, Amy is moving out to Africa. But first she has travelled to London to plan and make sure her team is up to speed.
Today is kind of the start of everything, the start of the planning, the start of the whole process for the orphanage. We haven't actually meeting up since we've been to Tanzania. So we're going to go and discuss all of our plans, all of our meetings in Tanzania and where we're going to go and what we're going to do from here. I hope Danny knows where the pub is. I spoke to her the other day, bless her, she does sound so stressed.
What? Danny?
Yeah, I was like, but you finished your exams, but I still got so much to do.
What's she got to do?
I think it is orphanage stuff.
Oh, right.
But the problems of running an orphanage don't stop, even though Danielle is late.
This is like the text we get on a daily occurrence, isn't it? They're going to be kicked out of the house next week because they haven't paid the rent. And the man from the shop still hasn't got his money for the food. Although he has. It's about £500 a week at the moment we're sending through to the shop to feed the kids. And the text message says that he hasn't received any money at all. We know that he's received at least 1 lot. So he should have got the 2nd lot, if not the 3rd lot by now.
Exactly.
So I don't know what's going on there.
They're being chucked out of their house, obviously you've got to like deal with it straight away. But we have got like limited funds, so if it's about things like school fees, that's like a long-term thing we've got to plan for.
With the problems mounting, Danielle finally arrives to help out.
Holly and I went to school together, so we've known each other for a long time. But Amy and I met through the orphanage actually, and yeah, she's great, she's amazing. It's nice to have someone a bit older as well, just to like, for a bit of wisdom. Do we want to make a list of things that we want to make sure gets mentioned today?
Yeah, we do. I've got so many to-do lists everywhere.
I've got all the
I love to do
chicken
this.
farm. What's happening with the chicken farm?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking I should probably get trained on how to catch and kill a chicken before I fly out there. Because I'm not going to be very good at that kind of thing.
The girls clearly aren't organised. They don't know if the food and rent's been paid, and what's more, they don't even know how many orphans they've got.
Orphans 57, orphans with family 49. Then I don't know how we got 156 on the list. See, this is why we need to...
I think the 3 of us are getting sick of talking and stuff,
Yeah.
not doing much.
Anything.
Back home in Bath, Amy's mum is worried about her daughter's one-way ticket to life in Africa.
Well, obviously you do worry what it's going to be like in Africa, and a white woman living in a house, and but she sort of says that they have guards on the house. They have to have a guard, which is obviously a bit worrying. Yeah, well, I'd probably quite like her to meet a nice young man, get a nice job, and live round the corner like you would, wouldn't you? But any mum would really, but that's not the way it is for Amy at the moment, and she wants to do what she wants to do. She's passionate about it, so.
Ready? Have you got everything sorted? Is there anything that...
No.
I'm not very organised at that kind of thing.
About your malaria tablets yet?
No, it's just they're so strong and they just make you sick, and I don't want to take them. You have to take them with food and water, otherwise you get stomach ulcers. I'm not going to take them for 2 years, because they'll make me sicker than I would get from malaria. Well, there's different types of malaria as well.
Have you made an appointment to see the... No.
I will. It's not long.
So will Amy and friends manage to build a new orphanage and raise enough money to feed 156 children?
And I do want to help them, but I don't have a clue how to do it. So I just need to set about finding out how to do it, which is not easy. But moving out there in July is going to be life-changing, and I don't know how long I'm going to stay there for. I just don't have a clue when I'm going to come home, and that is scary. That is a scary thought. I could stay out there for 6 months, I could stay out there for 10 years, and I do think that's a really strange place to be in.
Can these 3 young women succeed when the big charities fail? We're going to find out.
Forget about guns and forget ammunition, 'cause I'm killing them all on my own little mission.